Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and remember guys, this is for adults. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest to find all the photos that you want of these videos. What's up you guys, it's Jack Dan back with another Every Master of the Universe video. This time we're talking about every NECA 200x Staction mini statue figure from Master of the Universe. So series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and some exclusives what we're going to go through here. And we have one canceled release as well, and then we'll go through some busts and some statues as well at the end. So series 1, we had our Snout Spout figure here, and they all came with this exact same style figure base there. Now what is a Staction? A Staction is just a action figure that is a statue. So it's a plastic statue. And why did NECA come out with these? Well, they had been designing the 2000X Master of the Universe series for Mattel, and the line got canceled, and they wanted to keep on going with their design, so here we are. So you see he has the axe and his little wrench, and these were very large packages as well, and these have kept value very well over the years. I actually had all of these in package at one time and all of them loose at one time, and I hate that I sold them all. And here's your artwork for the back of the Snout Spout. The artwork is amazing on this 2000X line. There's the back of the figure with his, I guess kind of his water tank that he would use for his reservoir. You can see the axe from the side there. More of that artwork. And then kind of a little write-up of Snout Spout, heroic water blasting firefighter. Real name, Oliphant Hathi of Tantor. I'll let you guys read that if y'all want to. I'm not going to read each one of these bios, but they're pretty much for you, and you can do what you will with them. Pause it if you want to. Our next figure in Wave 1 is our Hordak, which is the leader of the Horde. He's got his staff and his bow there, and again with the base. Now the difference in the bases are the colors. So you saw Snout Spouts was blue for a hero. Hordak's is like a burgundy color for the Horde. So all the Hordes will have burgundy. All the heroes will have the blue. And then the Snake Man will be green. And then I'll have to figure out what Skeletor's minions are if we have any of those. There's his artwork. And again, this artwork is amazing. I loved this show. Let me know what you guys thought about the 2000X show and how it went for y'all. Here's what he looked like in the show, the few times he appeared, with the rest of the Horde there, Leech, Grizzlor, and Mantenna, who we'll talk about later on. And also you see the Horde troopers back there. Here's your little write-up for Hordak, ruthless leader of the evil Horde. Real name, Hector Kerr. So again, kind of read up on his biography if you want to. Pause it and take a look at it. Alright, the last figure in Series 1 is Clawful. Clawful was massive. I loved this Staction figure here. He did come with his weapon, which didn't hold very well in his hand, but you see they got it in there pretty well. And again, he's got the... Okay, so he's got the purple base as well, just like Hordak. So I guess any of the evil ones, whether they be Skeletors or Hordaks, are going to have that purple base. Here's his artwork. In the back of him you see that big old huge shell that he has there, and that big huge massive claw that he has. One of my favorites here. And here's what he looked like in the show. So you'll see the coloring of his arms and whatnot. Most time in the show was actually the red versus the yellowish color that we got from the action figure. But if you look at this bottom right corner picture, his arms are yellow. So I guess it could have gone either way in the animation, depending on if it was the comic book version or the animated version that we got. Clawful warrior with the grip of evil, real name pronounced through a series of claw clicks, so can't even pronounce his true name. Again, here's the write-up on him if you want to read his bio. Pause it here. So there's all three of the figures in this wave 1. Very impressive. Much needed to fill holes in the gaps that we had from the original action figures, and the scale was worked perfectly with the action figures as well. There they're all three on card. And the back of their cards. So you see the artwork on each one that I've showed you already, but you also see that it shows each figure in that series on the bottom of the cards. Alright, here we go with the SDCC exclusive with a different color here. This 2000X, this is the King Randor with his staff. Again, the base is a little different than this one. It's got that gold base. This was limited to 2,000 pieces. King Randor, Heroic Ruler of Eternia. He did have his sword as well. Notice his giant knee brace that he has on. He must have hurt himself in battle. But he's got that huge cape and the gold armor. Came in this styrofoam here in this large box, convention exclusive. And it was still considered Series 1, as you see right there, that on the side of the box it showed it off. And they would write on there how many figures it was, or what number your figure was out of the 2,000 there. His artwork. And the difference between the other Randor we'll talk about later on. And there's his stand that says 4 Horsemen on it. His feet would actually go into those holes. And there's the difference between the young Randor with no knee brace and the old Randor with the bothersome knee, I guess, there. Alright, so Series 2, we have Clamp Champ. So you see that blue base there for this hero. And this, I mean, it was a good figure. It's definitely needed. Clamp Champ has never been one of my favorites, but, you know, with them battling the Snake Men like they were, it made sense for us to get a Clamp Champ. Here's his artwork. And some more artwork. A little close-up of his face and his CC on his belt there for Clamp Champ, and his back with all the tubes and everything going all over his body. And Clamp Champ, Heroic Master of Capture. Real name, Kevin Rainius. And again, if you want to pause it here and read up on Clamp Champ and what his history was, go ahead. Also in Series 2 we had Grizzlor here with the fur and the bow and arrow there, or the bow, whatever you want to call it. But he had all kinds of weapons. Look at all those weapons there on the in the package. His axes, his swords, his knives, his clubs, all could fit in his backpack. So that was really awesome. And again with the figure base there with the burgundy color. There he is with the backpack there and all the weapons that actually fit into it. And you can see the fur really well right there around his face. One of my favorites again. I love the Horde. So here's his artwork. And here's what he looked like in this series. So Grizzlor, hairy henchman of the evil Horde. His real name, Gurul Gurarwark. Yeah, good luck with that. Pause it if you want to read that bio. And also in Series 2 we had our Stinkor, Evil Master of Odors. He had those tanks on his back there. He had his mouth covered with the thing because he couldn't even stand his own smell. I love this figure. He got his shield as well and his base, of course, like all of them do. Here's what he looked like in the show, and here is the smaller version of him, which we will see later. Odiphus, I believe, is his name. So really cool looking there. Here's his artwork. And there's the back of the figure showing that tank off and all the gadgets on it. Here's his bio, Stinkor, Evil Master of Odors. And again, his real name is Odiphus. You can pause and read that bio. So that's what you got in Series 2 with these 3 figures. So good representation from each team here. 1 Horde member in each wave so far, 1 hero in each wave. and one villain in each wave. There's the front of the packages. And the back of the packages. Again with that artwork we talked about. And at the bottom you see each figure in the series. Alright, so here we are with Series 3. And we have our Sorceress figure coming with Zor. So again with the blue base. This time Zor is on the base too, so there's a different peg there for the bird. Got a staff and her wings spread wide. There she is from the back. You can see where the figure stand actually plugs into her rear. So either figure can plug into either hole on the figure stand there. Here she is from the show. Here's her artwork. And Wise Guardian of Castle Grayskull, real name Tila Na. So you can read the rest of this if you want to pause it. Second figure in the wave is Mantenna, evil spy with that pop out eyes, with that burgundy base. Got the bow there. There he is from the back with the 4 legs. You can see all 4 of them. Here's his artwork. And what he looked like in the show. Mantenna, like I said, evil spy with the pop out eyes. Real name Skitos Malak. You can read up on his bio there as well. And we got Tung Lashor as well. So first member of the Snake Men. Again, he has the green figure stand because of that giant dragonfly weapon there and the big old huge tongue sticking out. This is one of the biggest figures that they made. Here's what the Snake Men look like in the show. There's the back of Tung Lashor, and you see him from the side with that tongue hanging out. Got the teeth hanging off the tongue. That's kind of crazy. Here's his artwork. And again with some more shots of him on his stand. Tung Lashor, evil tongue shooting snake man creature. Real name Fibion Jarl. So go ahead and read up on that bio if you want to. There's all 3 figures in that wave. All 3 boxes. And the back of each one. And then we have a Evil-Lyn, Evil Warrior Goddess here. With the classic colors. So she's also part of the Series 3, but she's an exclusive. Got the staff and the flame effect in her hand. Evil Warrior Goddess, Evil-Lyn Morgan Powers. Or Evil-Lyn, I should say. Evil-Lyn Morgan Powers. You can read up on the rest of her bio. And then here's another exclusive. ShopAFX.com. The classic color Sorceress with Zor. Her artwork again. In the back of her package showing she's actually considered part of Series 3 as well. Wise Guardian of Castle Grayskull, and you also see Tila Na. Probably the same write-up. Alright, here we go. We got a mini statue for Leech from the Horde. He comes with his bow as well, with the suction cup, of course, since he has his suction cups on his feet and his hands and his mouth. Here's his artwork. Figure from the side and the back. There he is with the rest of the Horde. Evil Master of Power Suction, real name Nath Abdella. You can read up on the rest of it. We also have a second member of our Snake Men with Snake Face. There's his artwork from the different angles and what he looked like in the show. So of course with these Stactions, it would have been cool if they had the swappable heads where you had the snakes on one of them and no snakes on another, but we didn't with these. Snake Face, most gruesome of the Snake Men. His real name is Medusas Ka. You can read up on that bio. And then we have Webstor with his grappling hook and the attached line there and his orange gun. Here's what it looked like in the show, mutated. So that's pretty cool. Up a couple of different angles, you can see where the rope comes out of his backpack there. Got the spikes on the bottom of his heels there, that's really nice. His artwork. Evil Master of Webs, real name is Arrhenius, son of Arachnus. You can read up on his bio. There's all three of those in wave 4. And the packages. And the backs of the packages. So here we are with Series 5 with Sssqueeze, another member of the Snake Men. And this was a very large package, but of course the figure's not the biggest, but because of those arms he had to be. Because again, these are Stactions, statues, so there's no ability to take the pieces off and put them in the package a separate way or something like that. Here's some of his artwork from the show. Different angles of him from the back, from the side. So you can see how deep that package had to be just for those arms. And what he looked like in the show. Evil Long-Armed Viper, real name Tangler of House Nakanda. Read up on that bio. We have Rio Blast here, and I love the gun they have on his arm. That's amazing. I do wish the chest plate would have folded down like our original, but it's really cool looking. And I wish the backpack could have come up over his head as well, but it couldn't. And there's also his legs. That would have been nice if they'd have folded down too. There he is from different angles, and you can just see that gun is so massive. Got the spurs on the back of his heels too. Got a close up of that eye, that little plastic piece. Got the revolver or the gun in the side holster there. His artwork. And his bio, Heroic Transforming Gunslinger. Real name Rio de Laredo. And then we have our 2000X version of Evil-Lyn here. With Screech. Again, she's got the flame effect and the staff. Would have been really cool to get the white-haired version, head sculpt too. There's the artwork. And Evil Warrior Goddess, Evil-Lyn Morgan Powers, again with the bio. So there's all three of those in wave 5. All the packages. And the backs of the packages. Here is another exclusive King Randor with the furry cape, the beat up shield, the sword, the knee brace. You can see the gold armor on him, the orange trunks. This is an AFX exclusive. Came in styrofoam again in just a regular square box. Again, you see on the side here, it was considered part of Series 5. And here's his write-up again. Hero of Ruler of Eternia, Randor of the House Miro. Read that bio. You can see that big old knee brace on him as well. Another exclusive is the Classic Colors He-Man here. Again, considered part of Series 5. The artwork. And the write-up. Most powerful man in the universe, Adam of House Randor. Alright, here's our rare wave. This is the one where they shut it all down, and half the time, if you ordered it, it didn't even come. Here is your Jitsu figure, and he came with, as I was speaking earlier, Stinkor's other version, Odiphus. So that's really cool. Very detailed figure here. The ponytail would always break off though. But he's got those weapons that can tuck into his back there. He's got his sword and his massive axe chopping hand. So there's some more angles of him. You can check out that ponytail and the way those weapons tuck up in his back. And look at that massive hand. Wow. And of course we had to have him because there was a Fisto figure in the regular line, so he went really well with him. There's his artwork. And Odiphus's artwork too. Evil Master of Martial Arts. Real name General Jitsu Van. Read up on that bio. Also another very rare one, Mosquitor. With his big old backpack with blood. His chest full of blood. His weapon full of blood. His artwork. Some more artwork. And then he is Evil Energy Draining Insectoid. Real name Blidion Black. Check out that bio. And then we had a Battle Armor He-Man with his axe, his sword. Of course the Battle Armor itself didn't work. Just had the H in there, but had the nostalgia of that original. There you can see the side of one of the packages to see what kind of thickness this one had as a regular figure. There's his artwork. His write-up, of course, still most powerful man in the universe, Prince Adam. So there's all 3/4 of those in that wave. All 3 in package. And the backs of their packages. And then we had what was going to be a 2-pack, which was never released, of Spikor, which did have a actual action figure before, and Cobra Khan. So it's interesting they threw Faker in here since he did actually have a exclusive figure at one time. Here's the artwork on what the box would have been, and it would have been considered part of Series 6 as well. There's the artwork on the back. Cobra Khan's artwork. Of course, he didn't have the big frill on his head. And Cobra Khan actually had a figure too, I forgot that. So both these Stactions actually had actual figures, so I'm not sure why they would have thought we needed a 2-pack of these for Stactions. Evil Master of Snakes, Khan of the Cobra Clan. You can read that bio. And Faker, Skeletor's evil robot, no real name. So there are all of the Stactions, and again I do have 2 of them on here that weren't actually produced, but they should have been part of the line. There's all of the packages. And then there were some rumors of some other figures that should have been made, like the Horde Trooper, Horde Armor He-Man. So that's an interesting one. We never got to that in a different season. Roboto's axe was going to be made, and Spikor and Horde, and like I said, the Horde Trooper would have had figures as well. Mossman was going to be made again, even though he actually had a figure. And then they wanted to do the sword for Fisto. That was definitely needed. So there's your mossman right up. Heroic Master of Camouflage. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Here's your Fisto right up. Hand-to-hand fighter, Malcolm. Robotos was Heroic Mechanical Warrior. Robot Model 9041. And guys, check out this custom, beautiful custom of the Horde Trooper. So Horde Trooper was Evil Demon Enforcer of Hordak. No real names. And then here's a beautiful custom of Spikor. Now where is this from? This custom is from Solid Heroes. Check out the link in the description and the card above. They have some of these custom Stactions that were done over there, and maybe you can ask them to start doing some more like the Horde Trooper and Spikor. So Spikor is Untouchable Master of Evil Combat. Shenador Thorn. So here are some of those Solid Heroes figures. Scareglow, Cobra Khan, Spikor, and Horde Trooper. And they've done more since this picture. Here is Cowl, Imp, the robot from the Horde, Gwildor, and Extendor. So he's actually got those up on their site right now that you can buy. Alright, let's jump into NECA's micro busts for the 2000X series. And here is Wave 1 Skeletor. You see they come on those little black stands, no arms. Wave 1 is Stratos here. Got his backpack there, jetpack. Again, no arms, got that black base. And also in Wave 1 you have Triclops here. Wish he'd have had a sword behind his back there, but looks like his head must change as well, so that's pretty cool. You got green on one picture there and red on another. So Wave 2 gave us Beastman. There's the back of the package. Also showing you on the side there, it shows what series they're coming from. It shows the 4 Horsemen logo on the side as well. Also in Wave 2, Orko. I'm seeing a difference in these two Orkos. I'm not sure if there was different repaints. The eyes look completely different. And even the color's different, but that could just be the camera. And also in Wave 2 you had He-Man. And then Wave 3 was considered just a 3-pack here, convention exclusive with Mechanic, Man-at-Arms, and Tila. So that was micro busts. Alright, then you had resin mini busts here. So here is the Merman. And notice on this base you see like this red flame there, or whatever you want to call it, like lava like on the base there. And I know this one looks exactly the same, but it's considered an artist proof. You'll see the signed card there. Alright, so then you have Evil-Lyn, and of course you see two different paint schemes here. Collectors Club exclusive was the yellow one, and then the artist proof also had a green jewel, so there's actually 3 different versions here. You see the purple jewel on the 2 left ones, and on the right one you see a green jewel right there in their belt. So interesting, there's 3 different versions of Evil-Lyn for these mini busts. Here's a resin mini bust for Ram Man. And I'm seeing a difference in this also. There's a artist proof with a bronze rivets. So the top one is the artist proof, and the actual box is too with the bronze rivets, versus the normal release was just the silver Ram Man. And then we had 1999 He-Man artist proof mini bust. You can see the back there's got the sword. Here we have Hordak, and you'll notice that that's limited to 750. Got this red base on the one on the right, versus the one on the left has got the black base. There's your difference. And so this was a SDCC 2005 exclusive with the red base. And here was your mini bust for Skeletor. There's the box. Also we had Zodak, our Cosmic Enforcer, as a mini bust as well. Alright, let's jump into statues. We had a SDCC 2001 statue signed. First version of it. There's the box. See the base he's standing on, just holding the sword aloft. Holding the shield, got the axe in his back. Then we had a Skeletor statue. Got a broken axe at the bottom there. Holding his staff, got his sword in his back, got the cape going, flowing. There's the back of that box. Then we have another He-Man statue. Back of that box. Front of the box. Alright, then we have three of my favorites. You got your Trapjaw, your Clawful, and your Triclops statues. These things are so detailed. They're perfect. So there's your Trapjaw's box. Got the wires hanging from his hook. So pretty. There's the back of that box. Here's your Triclops. Got his little drone there beside him. Back of that box. And then here is your Clawful, holding his weapon in his hand. Got a sword sitting on his base there. You see the front and back of the package. And then we have a Sorceress statue here. She's up on this column there, holding her staff. Very beautiful sculpt. There's her box. And then there was a door for Castle Grayskull. Originally this door was going to come in 4 pieces. Each piece would come with one of the large NECA statues. It was announced that due to complications in manufacturing the door in pieces, that the door would instead come whole with the purchase of 4 statues via the NECA website. So if you bought all 4 statues, you get the door. The door finally did come. It was said there were only 50 made and delivered. Wow. A second run of 50 were then sent out to customers. To date, there are still many people who never received the door, and with only 100 known to exist, this is one of the most controversial and rare pieces in the MOTU history. Wow. So that would have been a really cool display to have with your statues as well to hook to the stands. And there's only a few people out there that have them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this NECA video. Leave me any kind of comments, hit that notification bell so you're aware of any new videos. Did you collect Stactions? Did you collect the 2000X line? Are you sadly missing it? Are you like me and wish you hadn't sold them all? I'm very nostalgic about this line, and I loved these 2000X Motus and wish I still did have them in my collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Guys, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest. You can find all the photos that you want of these videos.